I am vengeance. I am the night. I am ToonStalgic. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to ToonStalgic. I've got a classic for you today, and if you couldn't already tell what it was from that corny intro, it's Batman the Animated Series. That's right, the quintessential Batman series, the one that really launched the Cape Crusaders' fame among non-comic readers. Everything about this show adds up to a legacy. This is the cartoon that introduced us to the legends that are Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill, who voiced Batman and the Joker respectively. Who would have thought that pretty boy Luke Skywalker could voice one of the biggest villains in pop culture? I always knew he'd be better as a Sith. This was also the first time that a lot of people were introduced to Batman, either because they didn't read the comics, or they were too young to, or just didn't want to watch the older live action and cartoon iterations of Batman. Hell, to be honest, it was my first look into Mr. Tall, Dark, and Gloomy, outside of my Batman pajamas that my mom got me, of course. And since I'm being so honest right now, let me also say that I didn't even like the show when I first saw it. I love it now, don't get me wrong, but back then I was into something a bit more, let's say, colorful, starring a hero with sticky hands. Anyway, getting back on topic, Batman the Animated Series is an amazing representation of the Bat. It was easy to follow for newcomers like me, but did such a good job with the lore that even hardcore Batman fans were satisfied. The series even did things so well at times that comics began to borrow ideas from it. For example, everybody knows Mr. Freeze, right? Cool dude with a sick suit and an even sicker wife. Well, at the time, he was more of like a B-list villain. He was treated like fodder. It was Batman the Animated Series that really gave us the tragic villain that we all know today. You want another example? No? Too bad, because I'm going to give you one. You know Harley Quinn, right? The lovable clown girl that went from being Joker's punching bag to being a hero in her own regard, starring in her own comic series, movies, and an animated series? Well, believe it or not, but she didn't even exist until this cartoon. She was a completely original character whose popularity exploded. Imagine writing a fanfic with an OC in it that people like so much it was forced into canon. She was voiced by Arlene Sorkin. Wait, Arlene voicing Harleen? I wonder if that was intentional. Getting back to the actual show though, as it went on, it spawned other types of media. A few in-universe movies were made, such as the super popular Mask of the Phantasm and Mystery of the Batwoman. It's even gone on till this day with things like the Arkham games that are said to take place in, or at least borrow aspects of, the animated universe. It was also the first time there was a major attempt at a DC extended universe, like the ones we have today with the movies, because this Batman cartoon was connected to the Superman cartoon, as well as the Justice League cartoon and its eventual sequel, Justice League Unlimited, and of course Batman Beyond, which acts as a sequel set to Batman the Animated Series decades later. If you're ever in a situation where you doubt the popularity of Batman the Animated Series, look at it this way. The first episode aired in September of 1992. The last episode aired in January of 1999, although under the name The New Batman Adventures. At the time of this video being made, it has been over 20 years since the show has ended, and new material in the form of a comic is still coming out for it. This comic is said to be set after the show's conclusion, but before the events of Batman Beyond, and personally, I can't wait for it. The hype is real. But that about does it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like if you did and tell your friends. This has been ToonStalgic. Thanks for watching.